because of course Homerton is now a full college in the university, which it wasn't when I was here. There were only 3 women's colleges in Cambridge then, Girton, Newnham and us. But because there weren't many of us, we did have a very good time. I have to say, every time when I've gone for a job, anything to do with education, and mentioned that I was trained at Homerton, it has had, and still has, I think, a very good reputation. And it stood me in very good stead.
What excites me is the capacity for change. Obviously, all Cambridge colleges are in one sense the same. They have to be, because it's the same syllabus in English, it's the same tripos in mathematics. But there are crucial areas in which colleges are not the same. Not the same because they were founded in different eras, because their architecture is different, because they're in a different part of Cambridge. And the identity that Homerton can quite legitimately claim is being the newest college is also to be the most modern-minded, the most progressive, the most inclusive.
There are several aspects of being a Cambridge college which have remained the same since I've come here. But what's changed is my perception of Homerton. I used to think that due to the proximity to the education faculty right next door, that a lot of the work going on in Homerton was just related to education. But Homerton has expanded dramatically in the last few years to include a variety of subjects, including my subject, medicine and genetics and population health. And very soon we'll be one of the few colleges teaching practically every subject available at Cambridge.
There are colleges which are obviously historically established, and people think those are the kind of blueprint as to what a Cambridge college should be. But I really think that Homerton is kind of the new blueprint for what the Cambridge college should aspire to be. I was greeted with an institution that, although it does take part in these kind of traditions, you get to wear your gown, the formal halls, all of those, I think it is balanced out with the progressiveness and the diversity. The fact that I can walk around college and see people like me is very important. Homerton needs to kind of keep pushing forward and keep being a unique college and not fitting into this kind of blueprint of what a Cambridge college should be.
It's weird to think that, you know, over the hundreds of years that a university has existed or a college has existed, none of the people have remained the same. Like it's just been this kind of hollow shell of building that people have passed through. So I suppose when I leave, Homerton will always be like frozen in the moment in time that I was there. So I think Homerton will mean those people and like kind of the years I've shared with them. I'll remember the Homertonians and the friends I've had to.
So, I mean, I thought it would be quite friendly when I applied, but when I got here, I didn't realize just how diverse it was. So I'm an international student. I'm not from here. I lived in the Middle East, but I'm originally from Pakistan. And I just thought coming here would be it would take a lot more adjustment than it did. The first term hasn't even ended and I already feel like this is home. And I think within the first week, once you're at lectures, you realize that you've suddenly started calling Homerton home. I'm going home, I'm not going to Homerton. So I think that's the biggest thing, that I've just become so well integrated here.
I have been working at Homerton for 30 years. It's changed quite a lot in the time that I've been here. One of the books which I've read many times is a large novel by Thomas Mann called The Magic Mountain. The subject matter of the book was once described to me as an odyssey on the spot. And that's been my experience at Homerton. I have stayed in the same place, but it's changed all around me. So my odyssey has been rooted in one college, but it's at the same time been a voyage from one place to another.
So my role in the college is to help build, develop, and then teach an exciting new program called Homerton Changemakers.
Changemakers will enable Homerton to carve out a place for itself where students are going to be able to say, you know what, I had this complementing experience that has really given me the confidence to thrive in the wider world.
It's doing two things. Partly it's a way of saying, this is something distinctive about Homerton. And when you come here, this is one of the offerings that we can give you. A chance to do that thinking, deep thinking about who you are, about what you value, what your strengths are, and then really clear ways to develop those skills. We're in the business of more than academic training. We are in the business of helping people to form who they are and how they're going to live their life. So the Changemakers is trying to bridge these two complex areas.
Homerton, over the last few years, has become a college that is reaching out to students from all sorts of backgrounds. It's grown dramatically. It is a college that is increasing its academic provision across all of the spheres of academic study in the university. I think it's really seizing its moment and becoming right at the heart of the University of Cambridge.
I feel like I'm so well supported here that I can't imagine being anywhere else.